Hey guys, we're finally back with another Best of Wall Street Bets video. Today we're going to be looking at some of the top losses and gains from the past couple weeks. If you're new to the channel, we make videos covering insane Wall Street Bets traders and other topics related to the hottest stocks right now. Only a small percentage of people who watch the videos are subscribed, so if you end up liking this video, please consider subscribing if you want to see more. To begin, we have the user AZGuy303 posting an account screenshot showing that he went from $10,000 to $364,000 in 3 days by making 4 trades. AZGuy303 made these huge gains, trading his May 28th expiration $15.50 and $18 AMC calls. Luckily for him, AMC rallied up to nearly $30 on Thursday, May 27th, and he was able to cash out with some massive profit. He says on Monday close, he started with $10K and bought some AMC and Coinbase weekly calls and sold on Tuesday morning for $19K. He then rolled the $19K into $15.50 AMC weekly calls and sold those a few hours later for $38,000. He then rolled $38,000 into 692 AMC $18 calls and sold 492 of those when AMC hit $23. AMC continued up, and he eventually sold his remaining 200 calls, leaving him with over $500,000. AZGuy303 said his strategy of selling his calls and rolling them into out-of-the-money calls allowed him to multiply his gains significantly. Users on Wall Street Bets agreed that his play was the opposite of Congrats on your AMC gains, AZGuy303. Next up, we have the user Dr. Jags posting a Robinhood screenshot showing that he's up $44,652. 400% on his Virgin Galactic calls. Dr. Jags purchased Virgin Galactic calls before they reported earnings on May 10th, and then the stock tanked, so he bought more. He ended up with 77 calls expiring June 4th, with a break-even price of $21.45. Luckily for him, Virgin Galactic stock began to rally up following a successful spaceflight. The heavily shorted stock rocketed up from around $15 to $30 in just a couple of weeks. Dr. Jags says he has no plans to sell his calls before June 4th because he believes the stock will continue up if the company gets FAA approval due to their successful test flight. If the stock keeps going up, he might be able to afford a spaceflight ticket in the future. Congrats on your space gains, Dr. Jags. Next up, we have the user Elon Musk Save Us, posting an account screenshot showing that he's up $15,990, nearly 800% on his AMC leaps. In March, Elon Musk Save Us purchased 10 AMC January 20th, 2023 $12 calls for a total of $2,010. On May 27th, just a couple of months later, his position is already worth $18,000. He says that he's an ape in training, that he plans to exercise his calls when AMC price is mooning. Congrats on your AMC gains, Elon Musk Save Us. Next up, we have the user Conflict posting a Robinhood screenshot showing that he's down $66,940, negative 98.55% on his Tesla calls. Back in February, when Tesla was trading around $850, Conflict purchased 5 Tesla $900 calls with a break-even price of $1,035, expiring July 16th. He was hoping Tesla calls would still be easy money, but Tesla stock began to fall, and on February 19th, he quickly found himself down over $20,000. He continued to hold his calls, and on March 5th he posted an update showing he was now down over $56,000 on his calls. He still continued to hold, and on May 22nd, he posted an update showing that he's now down $66,940. He still has less than 2 months left for Tesla stock to go up significantly, or else he might end up with 20 years of loss write-offs. Best of luck in the future, Conflict. Next up, we have the user Jamil Star, posting an account screenshot showing that he lost over $1 million on his Disney calls. In February, when Disney was trading around $180, Jamil Star bought hundreds of Disney calls. Luckily for him, Disney quickly went to over $200, and at one point he was up over $500,000. Unfortunately for him, he didn't sell, and Disney stock continued down during the next 3 months. After Disney's recent earnings report, he decided to sell his calls for an over $1 million loss. His thesis was that Disney Plus is growing rapidly and should eventually command a Netflix valuation, in addition to the park's revenue improving after reopening. Unfortunately for him, Disney missed expectations on Disney Plus subscriber numbers, and park revenues was still hurt by restrictions. So he decided to keep his shares, but sell his calls for a huge loss. He plans to get back in with 2023 leaps when he sees some momentum. Users on Wall Street Bets question why he would sell for a loss when there was still a lot of time before his calls expired. Fortunately for him, he says this loss was only 5 to 10% of his total accounts, and that he can use this loss against his other gains, so it's not that bad. His Disney YOLO earned him the flair made 1 mil disappear. Best of luck with your future trades, Jameel Star. Next up, we have the user KingPaul0003, posting an account screenshot showing that he's up over $133,000, or 539%, on his Apple shares. KingPaul0003 bought shares of Apple in his early 20s for an average cost of about $20. He continued to hold for several years, and luckily for him, Apple stock has risen to over $125. He's only 28 years old and says that he's looking forward to an early retirement. Users on Wallstreetbets said that this belongs on r/investing, but agreed that r/investing would insist he sell off a chunk and diversify. Congrats on your Apple gains, KingPaul0003. Next up, we have the user ImpossibleHunter77, posting a Robinhood screenshot showing that he's down over $36,000 on the AMC $19 calls that he sold. ImpossibleHunter77 says that he's been selling weekly OTM calls on AMC since March and was able to bring in $7.5K in 2 months. He continued by selling May 14th weeklies and ended up losing $12,000. So, he sold May 21st weeklies and was able to collect $4,900. He tried to do it again for the week of May 27th and ended up with this huge over $36,000 loss. He's now hoping that if he deletes the Robinhood app, he doesn't owe anything. Fortunately for him, he says that he has 5,000 shares of AMC, so he's covered and will take the exercise loss, but he's still upset that he missed out on about 35,000 gains. Best of luck with your future trades, ImpossibleHunter77. Next up, we have the user ElkGlittering3232, posting a screenshot showing that he's up over $25,000 just by holding his AMC shares. ElkGlittering3232 purchased 1,351 shares of AMC at $10.56 and is still holding, as AMC reached nearly $30 on Thursday, May 27th. He's already up 179%, so his diamond hands paid off huge. For his next play, he plans to get in on GameStop when it gets a discount. Congrats on the AMC diamond hand gains, ElkGlittering3232. Next up, we have the user Trading123456, posting an account screenshot showing that he's down 200K on his DraftKings and TLRY positions. Trading123456 purchased 10,000 shares of DraftKings and 10,000 shares of TLRY Inc. Unfortunately for him, both stocks continued down in the past few months, and on May 3rd he found himself down over $200,000. After his loss, Trading123456 tried to ask for a refund, but unfortunately he threw away his receipt. He said that recklessly investing is the only reason he has this kind of money to recklessly invest. He said that he loves to gamble, so despite losing huge, he enjoyed the rush. Best of luck in the future, Trading123456. Last up, we have the user Chevy Squid, posting an account screenshot showing that he's up over $81,000, nearly 800%, on his Microvision Inc. shares. Chevy Squid purchased 5,909 shares of MVIS on June 23, 2020, for a total cost of $10,449.78. Microvision Inc. is an American company that develops laser scanning technology for projection, 3D sensing, and image capture. Luckily for him, Microvision Inc. stock has risen from around $1 to over $15 in just 1 year. Chevy Squid plans to sell his shares on June 23rd, when his gains become long-term, and use the money to pay off all his debts. Congrats on being able to pay off all your bills, Chevy Squid. Thanks for watching this Wallstreetbets recap video. Leave a comment of what you're trading this week, and remember to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. Be sure to check out our Wallstreetbets playlist for more videos like this. Best of luck getting those sweet, sweet tendies.